Hello, everyone, and welcome to Regenerate Talk. On this episode, we're gonna look back. We're gonna look back on my goat, Mark Webb. We're looking back at a time when people knew how to fucking make comic book movies. Okay, we're looking at the greatest duology of all time. Only I'm saying that, but I don't give a fuck. It's still in the history books for me.
What is it, Bryce?
We're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. And especially after watching Supergirl, fuck you. Especially after watching Supergirl yesterday, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling some type of way about this shit. We used to have fucking art. We used to have fucking feeling. We used to have people behind the camera who knew what to do with $200 million. Now we got fucking hack jobs. We got James Gunn giving out charity cases right now. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, bro, this is where I was last year. That's why I'm not like,
Mm.
you know, I already impulse crush, bro. It's okay.
We're not here to talk about James Bum. We're not here
Are
to
you
talk
sure?
about
Are
him
you
today.
sure you don't need to
We
get
got
it
his
out?
jam. We got his jam,
Are you
bro.
sure you don't need to get it out, buddy?
A later day. I'll probably get at like continuously out throughout this episode. But right now, I'm here for my boy. I'm here for Andrew Garfield. I'm here for Mark Webb. And I'm here for my woman Emma Stone. I'm here
And
for those three people
And that
in
jit
that order.
from Chronic Cold that slimed out Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, shout out him.
I'm here for the guy who played the rapist in Sorry Baby.
What?
He played the fucking the random bodyguard. He played the random bodyguard.
Ain't the Han?
No.
Harry's like bodyguard or whatever.
The guy who like gets stabbed through the chest by Electro.
Oh, okay.
So many significant characters. Anyway. Yeah.
I'm here for Felicia.
Key jingling.
Felicia,
Key jingling. Yeah. Shout out Kafka too. Just I love keys jingled in my face.
I love it.
Okay. How do we consider that keys jingling? How do we consider that keys jingling?
Ashley Kafka, Ravencroft.
What we actually cannot do is like do like the what keys jingling with this movie. We cannot do that. We can't listen. I'm trying to be cordial. We cannot do that gimmick with these movies.
I'm sorry. I guess
the last 20 minutes are literally advertising for
file named Venom Storage, by the way.
Bryce, like the last, literally there is a shot in the last 10 minutes of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 that has the vulture wings, the rhino suit, the
and that's key. To me, that's key jingling. Yes,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't. It's not present.
Sorry. I guess I just don't know who the fuck in the theater is gonna be like, oh my god, Dr. Ashley. Who the fuck is caring about that? Like,
me, bro. Me, man. Me.
Like, sorry. I guess I just feel like a character showing up, unless they like, I don't know, unless. Like he said something that like alluded to like a storyline or some shit like that, then like I don't know. I guess I don't see it as key jingling and more so. I guess that's just a comic character they're using right now.
It's like two things can be true at once, right? It's like the fucking like villain gear can also be key jingling, and then just like naming this like random German scientist like a comic book character located in a very comic book centered like prison. That can also be key jingling because it's like this could have just been some random dude and like nothing would fucking change. It's like nothing would change.
So I guess like that's my point though.
All these movies are guilty of that though. I want to say like it's not necessarily a bad. Like, it's neutral. All these movies do that. Literally, the Raimi trilogy had Dr. Connors in it for like 3 movies straight. Did absolutely nothing with it.
Yeah,
and that's what I was gonna. I guess that's like my ultimate point. It's like they're just some like characters that like happen to be in the comics that are also in the movie. I personally don't consider that like a key jingling thing when, especially like by the end of the movie, like he's fucking dead. In Kafka's case, at least, like he's just dead.
Yeah,
it's not like it's like setting up something down the line. It's like, oh yeah, he gets killed by Electro.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to allow you guys.
Yeah. I won't do it like how we did with like the first draft of like the Raimi episode where we kind of like went in order. I think with the second episode with like more freeform shit, that was a lot more kind of like great. First things first, because I want to get this out of the way, because this is like the only time I called Ty about it, about during like both movies. This was like the only moment I called Ty about it. Fuck that gas station worker, bro. Like, genuinely fuck that gas station worker.
Yeah.
There was no fucking reason you had to get that uptight about no 2 fucking cents, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like it's like that moment genuinely pissed me the fuck off. I had to call Ty about it to voice my concerns about.
Well, Daddy didn't give you milk money.
Hey, that's milk
Such
money.
a fucking dick. Somehow Peter getting robbed of $3,000 in like the Raimi movies feels like less egregious than this guy like
This
fucking
asshole.
default dancing in his face over like no milk money. Like
Just like actively, just like
It's kind of
actively a
hysterical how
dick.
much lower stakes it is, yet how much more like frustrating for the viewer it is.
Like it's like I like how it didn't really paint it as like something, I don't know if this is like the right term for it, but like Shakespearean, like how like the Raimi movies did it, right? Where it's like it's like this big fucking moment. It's just like, no, Peter just lets the guy go. Ben just happens to be in the area and he just gets shot. And like that's just that.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit.
Old man can't cope with the times.
How do we feel about him going for the gun?
Old man genuinely cannot cope with the times. Like, I don't know why he did that still.
Yeah,
Brother, it is like,
well,
why
to me,
did you do that?
I can obviously it wasn't a smart decision.
No.
But I can at least like understand it on like a base level, because like he literally just heard a guy shout out, "Yo, somebody stop that guy!" And then the guy trips over and there's a fucking gun right in front of him. And like obviously Uncle Ben doesn't know what the other guy was yelling about. Like he could have just killed somebody and like dropped his gun. So in his mind, he's probably just thinking like, this guy just dropped a fucking gun, and another dude's like yelling about how that guy was running away. I should probably try to get that gun before he fucking shoots me in the face with it. Because like, who the fuck knows if he's gonna shoot
his,
me?
boomer instinct kicked in. Like his like he's like, oh, huzzah! I'll save the day. Like
the dirty Harry programming kicked in.
Literally, like, just walk the other way, bro. Like
It's walk the other way, bro. It's never
it's
this
fine.
serious.
It's fine. It's New York.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, that aside, Aunt May and Uncle Ben in this movie, maybe it's just like the tonality of TASM 1, but I see what people are saying when they say they feel like more like well-rounded characters than the Raimi version.
Yes.
I would agree.
Yes.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would
Performance
agree
plays a role in that too, because like you know the tonality of Raimi's movie was like it was a little more like fantastical, and obviously Aunt May and Uncle Ben in those movies were older and like wise, and they have to be like more like wise mentor role, you know, to kind of like fit into that like mythology aspect of it.
Yeah.
But
to add on to that, I think you're like picking up on something June said before, where it's like Uncle Ben's death in the first one is a lot more Shakespearean and like grand.
Right.
And what you just said, Seth, like it's a lot. I think those Raimi movies are so like enamored with like the mythology of Spider-Man and like the pure myth of it, that like a lot of stuff that happens in those movies are almost like foregone conclusions. Like Peter becoming Spider-Man in the Raimi movies is more so because like it needs to happen, like it is literally destined to happen. Whereas in the TASM movies, at least to me, it feels like they tried to like take a more genuine character focus to it, where it's like, okay, why would someone like Peter like become Spider-Man?
Right.
Like it's especially like in like an updated setting. And same with Aunt May and Uncle Ben. It's like, why, like how would these people actually like take care of him and like interact with him? Like would they feel more like actual parents to Peter in these movies than they did in the Raimi movies, where they're more like kind of like Ma and Pa Kent, like in terms of like their placement of, like more like grandfathers, like grandfatherly, I would say.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The grandfatherly is what came to mind for me. And you were talking about Peter as well. Like, why would he become Spider-Man? It's like a big complaint people have. It's like basically just people who are like mad that it's not like the Raimi movie. Like, why did it take him so long to become Spider-Man? Why is he being such an asshole? You know, but like, I think it's a nice twist on that origin where it's not like, oh man, I did something bad. I better not do that again. I got to be responsible now. And it's like he actually, the big epiphany moment for him is seeing the good that he can do, like firsthand.
Yes.
That like I love that little moment of him just watching the father and son embrace, and he's like, shit, man, this is what it's all about.
You know, I to that, I will say I do wish it was like either if it was like kind of like shortened, or like if the movie had like a lot more time to like spare. I don't think it, for me, it'd be like as like egregious, but it's like all of that kind of happens around like an hour like 11, and it's like they like surf Dracula's Spider-Man so bad that it's like you barely get to really spend time with Peter as Spider-Man before it's like the final act, and he has to like and it's like a breakneck pace.
This is true, and this also gets into the whole thing of them like fucking gutting the movie, which a lot of people don't talk about. Like, you know, TASM 2, obviously studio interference, but I mean they really gutted one. Just especially in terms of the lizard, but also
Yeah, I was gonna say the lizard
just
is
think,
like the biggest victim there for me.
yeah. But like
lizard is,
definitely it feels like this the whole like prelude of the movie was designed with that longer cut in mind, but it just wasn't there. So I definitely get the whole thing of like Surf Dracula, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really necessarily think it's like a Surf Dracula, because like, I mean, if we're saying that, then it's like, oh, Spider-Verse really Surf Dracula Miles in
Yeah.
his like in that movie, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to overuse a term.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, honey. Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I was personally, and maybe this is just like how my brain works, like thinking about what could have been, but like I was fine with how they did it, but I do see where June is coming from.
Yeah, I do think this movie, the first one in particular, has like a big pacing issue. Like I kind of felt it. Because I watched this, I rewatched it as God intended, flying back from Andrew Garfield's home country. I watched it on the plane, and it does have like its pacing issues. Like, for as much as I do like this movie, I think the second, we'll get to it, but like I think the second one is immensely better paced than this one. Like the second one like flies by for me, whereas the first one, like you can feel it dragging more in parts, and that's inherent in it being the first movie. But I also like thinking back to the Raimi movie, obviously as a comparison, it like that is also the origin movie, but it's able to like be a lot brisker in its pace. And I do appreciate that TASM like slows it down a lot more, because that's how you get the more personal characterization of Uncle Ben, Aunt May, and Peter himself. But I can't help but feel that like maybe like one or two things could have been cut down or replaced with like, you know, Kurt Connor's characterization.
Right. The fucking half hour of him that we didn't get.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think this whole issue kind of stems from the fact that I think TASM 1 is more at odds with itself than 2, cuz like it's like there's parts, and I was talking about this earlier, where it's like you can really feel the Mark Webb vision, you know, and like it's like, okay, all right, we're cooking, and then that little Sony interference comes in. It's like, oh, it's like a constant like build up and let down, you know. Whereas with TASM 2, like obviously I think it's a worse movie, but I think it's at least more like consistent in the sense of like, okay, the Sony virus has just fully taken over, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you frame it like that, like, yeah, I guess it's like, I mean, I see TASM 1 as a sort of like, I mean, like you said, it's at odds with itself, but I think at most, like, it's, like, I think when it gets goofy because it's the genre, and like that's the, like, literally we were talking last episode about, like, Spider-Man 3 kind of setting this precedent for
Mm-hmm.
how studios interact with this genre, and how that really begins to set a precedent for the next 10 years of
Yeah.
superhero films. And this really being the first, like, quote unquote big victim, in terms of like it going from like a relatively sort of grounded story that's like emotionally a little more dark and like a little more angsty, and then all of a sudden it's about like lizards taking over New York and, and everything. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I kind of see it as like I can understand why you would see it at odds with itself, but I think it gets to a point. I think it's not necessarily a matter of like it wasn't something that Mark Webb wasn't on board with. I think it was rather the film had to be cut down to a certain extent, and like Bryce said, it just happened to fall on Doc Connors.
I agree. And yeah, that's
And
kind of
I mean,
mainly. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, like, and I think, and we'll get to two, but I think as opposed to two, it literally felt like, I mean, firstly, like you said, like Sony, whatever was going on with Sony at the time, it completely like washed over the film.
Mm-hmm.
And while Mark Webb's style was there, it wasn't necessarily his same tonality. It wasn't necessarily the same flair, and that's not necessarily saying it needed the same tonality and flair, but it felt like a lot of it was reduced for the sake of like, okay, we got to build this universe. We got to make sure this is a hit. Like, we got to make sure this kicks. And obviously, we also see that now because it's like, looking back, like, yes, this was the death knell for that whole thing, you know. And they had quite a lot riding on this movie that just simply didn't work out, and it's very much why Spider-Man ended up in the MCU just 2 years later. So obviously, context, hindsight is 2020, but I think two really does read to me as like I mean, like, I get what you're saying, and you're not really wrong, but I think like two really reads to me as like the it's at odds with itself because the director really, he's really not even like everything just feels textually so different, and you can understand why, like, very clearly off the bat, and it's not like it's not like similar to Spider-Man 3 where it's like Raimi in the studio were in some kind of conversation and it broke down and they were like, at odds about certain things. It was like, no, like Sony was like, okay, like we need this, we need that, we need this, we need that, make it work. And then Webb was like, okay, sure, but it's not gonna be great.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of
it's like it's not gonna be great.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting at. That's why I say the first one feels more at odds with itself to me, and that's mainly in terms of just like not so much like the fact that it gets silly at all. Like that, I'm fine with. Like the whole premise of like the giant lizards and everything. But it's more so just like the pacing of it, like how slow and methodical and dark, and then it's like they go like immediately like into some weird like
balls to the walls
goblin light version of the lizard where it's like internal monologues. We have to go get Spider-Man, it's like it's like a weird like heel turn from like being its own thing to being like Raimi light, and I don't know.
I think you can even
kinda what
feel
I'm
it in
getting at.
like the filmmaking itself with like the editing, especially like people have pointed that out in Access, but like that one, like when he first is like getting like his spider sense and like spider reflexes, like that train scene is just like really fucking bad, and like there's
Just
a bunch of other examples.
Just assaults a woman on
That's
bro. Just fucking, and then he
Yeah.
beats up the guy who's like trying to. Yeah, that was like the first thing I wrote down in my fucking notes because it's like it's just so fucking wild that it's like that's what you picked to like introduce like the powers.
This is my
stuff,
Spider-Man. This is my Spider-Man.
Yeah. While we're kind of on this, just so Marcus can like spiritually kind of be here. Peter using fucking Bing, bro. Like that whole segment. Yeah, that whole segment just felt really kind of like that was like the most outdated. Yeah, that was like the most outdated part of that fucking movie to me because it's like it's just so weirdly edited together where it's like it's so fake that it like takes me out of any kind of like interest that I have.
They like focus on random words in the article that like vaguely allude to like what he's discovering.
Both movies really strangely have that like same kind of montage where Peter looks up stuff on his computer, like it's like to like a boom clap song.
dude, that fucking stomp clap shit in two. Genuinely, I should take a fucking. Like
it's
egregious
like so
as
long. Fuck. It's so long. I didn't realize how long it was. I completely forgot about it. Like I like. No, honestly, I was even like, I like that they kind of took a risk with like the skateboard thing. No, I didn't. I thought that was ridiculous. Ridiculous edit sequence.
I will say that like scene of him kind of like in that warehouse, like learning to like use his powers, and you see him practice like parkour and like swinging. That was pretty cool
on the ropes. Yeah, that was like
that Coldplay song.
Fuck
that Coldplay song, bro. Like genuinely, like fuck that Coldplay song. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
You like being on women? You like being on old men? What was the last time you were in Queens?
That's your question, man.
Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing really too burning. I want to say about TASM 1. I won't lie to you. It feels.
I would like to say, since we've been talking about the lizard so much and how much his story and character just got nerfed so bad, I do like that they kept some nuance intact in terms of like the action. Like he actually fights tactically. He like mixes the chemicals and throws it at him, and he crushes Peter's web shooters. I always thought that's such a funny
detail. Because mainly my head goes to like obviously like it's not like an actual criticism, but like my head goes to like, why the fuck would you have that in a high school classroom? It's like they're like that close to each other.
I mean, to be fair, in like every fucking high school movie, there's like the sequence where they're in the science lab and like the screw up character is like, oh, he mixes the wrong chemicals and blows up his
mustard
face.
gas, makes mustard gas and shit.
It's like it kind of plays like a Lego video game gag, but it's like it's quite good.
Yeah, like it's very silly, but I like that they acknowledge that at all, that he's not just some like raging monster, and like him, like I said, crushing Peter's web shooters at the end, like actually like thinking tactically, to set himself apart a little bit.
Actively being smart and like how he's like engaging with like Spider-Man is like like that crush web shooter thing is kind of like really like cool to do because it's like I don't think because this was like the first time like that was ever taken out of the equation in one of these movies like he just straight up can't use like one of his like main utensils. Right. I don't know about utensils, but like one of his like main kind of like it's like the word
utilities.
Utilities. Yeah. I will say that like. To me, it's just like the final battle in 1 is just really kind of underwhelming. I won't lie. I thought
that's fair.
If it's because I saw it as like a kid and like everything seems so grand when you're like a kid, but it's just like it's kind of just whatever at the end of the day compared to like 2. And I don't know if that's maybe what Webb is kind of like going for, where it's like. Make this really grand and like epic. It's just gonna be kind of like quiet and like somber when Captain Stacy comes into the fray.
I think so. I think Yeah, because in most of the action moments in one, it doesn't feel very triumphant. It's just it feels more like, oh, look at this, like look at this, this is so cool. All these like elaborate little VFX set pieces going on, like putting them in the cocoon and
insane work going on. I just gotta say.
absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
we can barely like get anything to look good these days. Like you know, we got those fuck ass cover homages in Brand New Day coming up, and like here we are, literally like 10 years ago, fucking like near photorealistic, and you could like hang this shit on your wall. It looks that good, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
immaculate shit. The costume as well, I love
You
it.
know
I
what?
fucking love this
You know what?
costume.
I gotta say, I
That scene
remember
at
it
the
looking a
bridge.
lot more washed out.
hmm
And I remember looking a lot more washed out during the day than it actually was. The reds and the blues actually looked really
So good,
nice most of the
so
time.
good.
Yeah.
I see this. I see the TASM 1 suit vision now.
I
I don't
mean,
even mind the yellow eyes.
I think I don't know. I think it does kind of work a lot like better in like the dark though. I will say
This is
It
true.
does, yeah.
does lend itself better in like the dark because like dude, I've been using that fucking bridge scene as like as a reaction image because it's like when he put that shit on and he's like diving into like battle,
Yeah,
bro, like
absolutely.
oh my god.
It does kind of
Yeah.
lend itself better to the lighting too, because the way they light that movie at night, it's a lot more glossy looking.
hmm
Whereas it's a little flatter during the day, and I think the fact, like, the whole, like, wetsuit texture of the TASM 1 suit, I think it just reflects a lot better in the quote unquote moonlight, you know?
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I think
In the
yeah, I
dark.
think that bridge scene might genuinely be like my like favorite part of the movie just because like how it's like shot and just
Mhm.
because like there's story beats in that like entire movie. Like it's like I mean it is supposed to be like the end of like the origin technically, but
Right.
it's just done really well. One thing I will say
Absolutely.
is, why did they give that guy more of a fucking Indian accent on like the bridge? Like that was like really fucking noticeable to me how they like made his like accent like a lot more like exaggerated. Nitpick,
Mhm.
but like I don't know, that just felt
Wait, are
kind
you
of
saying like in
random.
a specific scene or just like generally for the movie?
Yeah, no, you know that like guy who like basically tells like Connors to like fuck off,
Yeah,
right?
no, I
Like
know
what I'm
who
Right.
you're
talking about.
talking about. I
Yeah,
just didn't know if you were talking about like his
it
accent for the
it
movie or if it was
it
like a
is a lot
scene.
more exaggerated in that fucking bridge scene. Like it's like
Oh, okay.
why did you
Mm.
it's like some shit like that, and it like threw me the
I
fuck
guess
off
I
because I
just
was
never
like because
I guess I
because it
just
was
never
like
noticed or like thought that like it got more exaggerated, but maybe if I re-listen to it, it'd pop out
I
it.
thought
more.
it was kind of exaggerated the whole time.
I mean,
Yeah.
I thought it was like just like whatever. It's like for me, it was just a lot more noticeable on like the fucking bridge because he sounded kind of like scared, and I don't know if like him being scared lended like the accent to being more like exaggerated, but I don't know.
Mhm.
That was just like one detail that I was just like. I mean, I put it on my fucking notes, but it genuinely caught me off
Yeah,
guard.
yeah. And to that
Yeah.
point, about like the sound of the movie in general, the mix of 1 is a lot weirder than 2. I feel like 2's is pretty consistently like loud and
hmm
like everything is just booming,
Immaculate.
like even the dialogue. Yes, immaculate. But in 1, it's like the action is like distractingly loud, but some of the
hmm
dialogue is just so quiet. Like during the scene where the guy is telling Connors to fuck off, I had to like turn it up and like turn on the captions to like understand what the fuck they were saying. But then immediately cut to the bridge scene. It's like, my God, my ears, you know?
Oh. I think you're just autistic, bro. Because like I didn't have to do that. Yeah.
But I mean,
Um.
I don't know. Like, it's weird though, because like I saw those movies in theaters when they came out
Mm,
back in the day, and like I don't remember that being an issue for like little Seth. So I don't know. Maybe it's just my TV
Yeah.
or something.
When I went, yeah, I saw it in theaters when like they were doing those Spider Mondays. Like 2 years ago. And I don't remember there being any issues with it. And like, obviously, I was watching it on a plane recently, so I feel like that's not good. It's not good assessment of how the actual soundscape of the movie is. So you know,
I mean,
I love the music though. I really like the music.
Yes, I was just gonna say James Horner, rest in peace, GOAT.
He died? Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't
come back. That's why he didn't come back.
That's why he didn't come back.
Fuck, I did not. Fuck, damn.
I think it's really interesting and weird, kind of like cosmically, that I'm pretty sure he passed in a plane crash, and then the next movie opens with a plane crash.
Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck.
Yo, James Horner got Richard Parker's son. That was crazy.
Dude.
James Horner was bad.
Holy fuck, dude.
Avi Osama. Put out the hit. He needed Hans Zimmer on 2. He was like, no, we need this fucking guy.
But I mean, yeah, no, rest in peace, GOAT. I mean, I love Zimmer's work on 2, but 1 just has like that magical feel to it.
Yeah, I like 2 more, but like 1 is still like really, really fucking good.
I find, and this is like fitting of the discussion between 1 and 2 in general, I think 1's score shines more in like the quieter moments where it's like atmospheric music. It's like really good, and I think that's kind of just like James Horner's strength in general, because then when it gets all like anthemic, it's like it's not like that exciting, you know. It's like it's a good theme, but it's also like 2 is like way more like, whoa, this music is
in your face. In your face.
Even like the scenes where they're just them walking, where it's just like
they pretty much acknowledge that it's like that the Horner theme is like Andrew's theme, because I'm pretty sure wasn't that the one that was in No Way Home?
Yes, it was.
I don't remember. I'm
not
gonna lie.
I remember the leaks. I remember the leaks when they were like when they had like done the when the score had leaked for No Way Home, and there was like the
yeah. I don't remember the score leaking. That's interesting. They did not have a lid on that fucking movie, dude.
No, they did. Very intentionally so. But anyway, that's you know, like that was like I'm pretty sure that was like a universal acknowledged thing. Like everyone loved that one.
The only like TASM theme I remember them playing in the like when I saw it for the first time was Electros, and I literally like jumped in my seat for a second because I was like, I never felt so like activated in my fucking life. I was like, holy fuck!
And like the shot in the movie like kind of mirrors that too. It's like his head shoots up like, whoa.
Literally, I was like, holy fuck! Electro's back, bro.
Oh, dubstep.
Chud, bro. Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. You calling Bryce a chud?
Yes, bro.
That's fine, man. That's fine, man.
I think it's funny that
Penguin Bat
made like
bro.
new
I was gonna say
for the Raimi themes,
symbol.
but they literally just like recycled.
All right, come on,
dude,
seriously, come on.
Ty when Michael Giacchino was hitting the dun dun dun.
Okay, like that's cool. That's cool.
For the 60th time in the movie. It is cool as fuck. That's what I'm saying though. Like it's cool as fuck. Give me this. Give me this.
Well,
Electro Sweet, go hard.
This is good, bro. You back in like 2021 when we blew up your house in Minecraft, and that was the first thing you put on. You didn't say no words. You put that shit on. This is the first thing you put on, bro.
Yeah, sonically, these movies are just fucking amazing to me. Even just like the sound design of like his web shooters, I love it. I love this. Like, it's like my favorite web shooter sound ever, just because of how like.
I agree.
I don't know. It just has a good
sticky.
like.
It sounds sticky.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and like
so
the
sneaky.
attention to detail is so good too in both of the movies, where like, you can hear like the material like fading out and like blowing in the wind and shit. It's
Or
just
like
like the
when Electro tries to like shock him and like it like goes like through to the web shooters and you hear like that as it like kind of like cancels out the electricity. I was like, damn, like it's just so good. And like you even like see the web shooters themselves like kind of like heat up for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
like a.
No,
I mean,
no.
that's like. I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Jamal saw the fucking like part of TASM 2 with me, and I think even he shut the fuck up once that scene in Times Square was starting up when with like the railing and like the throne car, he was like, damn, this shit's smooth as fuck. And it's like, yeah, now you see why like every single like Spider-Man account, whenever they need like easy likes, repost this shit because it's just that good. It's just that good, bro.
And like that's every
just
action sequence. That's every action sequence looks that good.
just constant cooking.
And it's like, say what you will about like the quality of the film and the story and whatever, but I think something that hasn't been said enough, despite all of this being so prevalent, is that it's like the filmmaking is like so present here, and it's like, I mean, again, it's like what we were talking about with Raimi last episode. Like, it's auteur driven. Like, it's not like some abstract studio driven nonsense. It's like, no, like Mark Webb had a serious vision behind this, and he wanted the films to feel a certain way, even when everything else was being abstracted and the story was being intruded on in ways that he could probably not even have imagined, and in ways that are just completely incomprehensible to people who are not Sony executives. He still found a way to make it so like connective and like palatable for people. Like, it doesn't, it shouldn't. Something that like materially bad, or even if you consider it to be that materially bad, should not be that ostensibly good, because even what we have now, even what we consider good now, is like, it's like not even a fraction of the intentionality in filmmaking now.
That's
Not
why
even
I
a
was.
genuine fraction. Not even
I
a
agree.
genuine fraction.
Like that's why I was saying like this movie cost like 250 million dollars. And that was like insane for the time, but like you fucking
You
see
can
it,
see
dude.
where it goes.
Like you see how much, like not even Endgame, like however fucking much money they spend on like those movies, like not even Infinity War and Endgame hold up as well as both of these movies do, but especially The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is just like an immaculate fucking looking movie, both in terms of like the visual effects and just like the actual moment to moment scenes. Because Seth said it earlier, like the kind of like during the day and like more like quiet scenes are kind of like flatter in their approach. But it felt like in TASM 2, like Webb just stepped up his game so fucking much in 2 for me. Like where he just he was locked in, he knew like how to execute things. Like it just seemed like you can feel the experience from the first movie carrying over and paying off. And like as much as like I like Superman, it is kind of crazy where it's like not even James Gunn, the guy who has been like in this for a while, knows how to like get like lock in like the visual effects department and like really like cater to that group.
Oh, hold on. Can you say it one more time?
I was just saying that James Gunn needs to cater to his visual effects. I mean, he already does better than most people do, like directors do nowadays in comic book movies. But like, I don't know. We just need to go back to the fucking drawing board in general, because like we've really gotten to a state where CGI across the board. Like again, Brand New Day is coming out, and it looks like shit in comparison. It looks like fucking shit, and I don't understand why this is like. I partially understand because obviously like the VFX industry is in a completely different place now than it was then, but at the same time, like I have to imagine some of the like a portion of the responsibility is on the producers and filmmakers for not catering to these groups more.
I would say it's like 100% even. Like, I mean, Bryce, we were literally talking about it earlier. Like the power. I mean, like something that people don't really talk about much is like the power of a producer on like any film, but especially these big films, is so important. The delegation is so important. Like, it really cannot be underrated when you're putting together, okay, like just the organization of it all, and the like it's not always going to, like, sometimes things do fail because of a bad script, or it's poor direction, or it's an actor not working out with another actor and it's bad chemistry. Sometimes it's literally just a producing team failing the entire thing. And I feel like that's really, I mean, obviously the producing team, they had their own issues with these movies, but you can tell that they really cared about, like, okay, we're not going to mess around when it comes to making this stuff look serious and making sure that the VFX is on tight, and like, compared to, like, I mean, hey, I hate to throw shots, but like, when you like think about something like, Superman or Supergirl, which I'm gonna single out Supergirl, or you know what? To be fair, I'll single out Supergirl and I'll single out Fantastic Four, two very, very recent films that have these profound story issues, that have these profound visual issues, and again, there are a lot of problems with the script, and there are a lot of problems with the acting and the direction, but ultimately, when it comes down to it, the issues that people have with these films, it's not necessarily tangible material things. It's like poor because for some reason someone gave notes in the edit that was like, we need to cut this down 20 minutes, or we need to put more time into the action sequences.
Where's the joke?
Rush this out.
Where was the joke?
Yeah, where's the joke at? Like, where's the commercial appeal?
Right.
And not, how can we get this rolling? And so you have time for post production. When we're talking about well produced films within this genre, I fear we are talking about the Batman, because that's like these films that have like time to get out, and time to be worked on, and time to have whatever kind of feedback that's necessary.
People were legitimately,
it's on a timeline. It was on a timeline, but it has time. It has a lot of time.
Right. Yeah, and like that's like, and unfortunately that's just like the exception to the rule nowadays. It's just so fundamentally different. Like, it's this thing too with like how things look. It's like things have to be shot more generically because people are always trying to like change shit in post. Like, that's just how it works now. And I think what you're talking about with like producers and all that, I think that kind of gets at why I think TASM 1 and TASM 2 feel different from one another. Not just like story issues, but I'm pretty sure Laura Ziskin, a producer on the Raimi trilogy and TASM 1, also unfortunately passed before getting to work on TASM 2. So I think that absence was felt as well. Because like I can see, like,
I mean,
I don't know much about Laura Ziskin, but I know like I could see the kind of like production aspects of those first 4 Spider-Man movies that just aren't there in TASM 2, and I feel like she played a big role in that.
I mean, it's like that. It's like studios kind of. I mean, I don't think by like 2012 studios were even very like mom and pop like they used to be.
Right.
But like a lot of the previous Raimi creatives are already involved in TASM 1, because they're like, okay, well, if 4 is going to be made, then at the very least we can help move this one along. And so when you had like the great Alvin Sargent involved in the story,
that's true. I forgot about.
It's like naturally going to be like not that bad.
The way
Right.
you said it was like if Donald Trump said it. The great Alan Sargent is going to write us a new Spider-Man script. It's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest Spider-Man script you've ever seen. Andrew Garfield, Andrew Garfield, social
Alvin
network,
Sargent, my screenwriting goat.
Huge hit. My good friend Avi Arad. We were just at my friend's Jeffrey's place the other night. Beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful women. Avi loves the women, but he calls them his Madam Web.
But yeah, man. I mean, when it comes down to, I mean, like, I'm glad that this isn't just like a bashing episode, because I think it is like worth, like, when we talk about these films, we're also talking. We're not just talking about like the what we thought about it. What do we what do we rate it? How do we feel about it? This is like, how did it come together, and how does this look against the current landscape, which looks insane right now.
Right, and it's especially important with these movies because of all the reasons we're listing, the amount of work that goes into it, and where that shows and where that doesn't, despite all of like the weird narrative fuckery. It's just
literally
it's such an interesting case study, and just like these big blockbuster endeavors.
Like when we talk about the next trilogy of movies that came out, like over the next half decade or so, we really see where the issues in this genre started to come out.
Yeah.
And when the schedules got a little too tight, and the filmmaking, not just the filmmaking, but the producing really became a little bit more like a manufacturing line, and
generalized for sure.
These films were put together through contracts and negotiation deals, and not through storytellers and authentic scripts and authentic auteurs.
Which,
John
like,
Watts, your hack.
Which, like, the contract part of it, like, is always like gonna be a part of the equation, even for like like your art house movies and all that. Like,
right.
But you really shouldn't, like, the base standards should be like, don't just start to put a movie in production just because you like have the people lined up, like, and that's kind of where we're at with, but I think you were kind of alluding to like, the home trilogy and all that. And like, that's kind of where we're at with those movies, where it's like, the main reason why we're getting another Spider-Man movie is because
Spider-Man.
Like, it's Spider-Man, and that it's like, it's contractually obligated. Like, I think it's kind of insane that like we're still on Tom Holland 10 years removed. Like, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that being the case, dude. Like,
we are getting another Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, because Tom Holland in 2022 or 2023 re-signed a contract that said, okay, you got 5 more movies, kid. Have fun. That's there's no ontological reason.
It's okay.
There's no
They doing Sin Eater, bro. Trust, bro. They doing Sin Eater.
Fuck
That's
you.
a contract.
Yeah. We'll get a bunch of like cart before the horse movies, where we'll get, we have Jean Grey and Tombstone and Shocker and Tarantula.
Oh yeah, but guys, Dr. Ashley Kafka showing up. That's jingling keys in your face. That's real jingling keys.
Hey! Like I said, it's neutral.
Live audience reaction to Felicia showing up in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
It's a neutral thing. It's a neutral thing. There's probably gonna be like 20 side characters that show up in Brand New Day that like will have zero importance in like the next 2 movies that come forward. But it's okay. It's okay.
I love Key.
Get Childish Gambino back. Get Childish Gambino back. Have him in a Prowler outfit.
While we're at it, bro. He'll be in the montage. They're doing reshoots in the montage right now.
Oh,
why not, bro? Why not?
Speaking of Brand New Day, in relation to Andrew Garfield, I just want to point out this funny clip that I keep getting recommended in my YouTube shorts for some reason. It's like the scene, or like that behind the scenes clip of like John Byrne of like Punisher and Spider-Man like arguing, and like Peter kind of like hitting his hands like, no, like, listen to me, Frank, like that kind of thing. And like the caption was like, he's taking inspiration from Andrew Spider-Man. And it's like, no, motherfucker, it's called acting. I know you're not used to it. I know you're not used to seeing acting in comic book movies, but it's just called him acting. He's using his fucking body.
It's called doing the bare minimum.
About? Why does everything
called
have to
using
be a
your
reference?
physicality when you don't have a face to act with?
Literally, like it's so it's that illness that me and June were talking the other night about how comic book fans, like, just like mainly like comic book movie fans, just suffer from like a fucking like pattern recognition illness. Because they like see or hear something. it just
Yeah.
fucking sets them off.
Chameleon
Yeah,
boy, man.
It's not like ubiquitous with all. I think it's like a broadly like a culture thing.
It
It's like
is.
broadly. You see it in superhero movies. You see it in Star Wars. You see it in WWE. Like it's literally everywhere. It's unfortunately everywhere. You see it in music. Like it's everywhere. And like
it's reference slop.
It's an
reference
obsession with like nostalgia and reference and familiarity, and not wanting to get to the edge of something new. And to tie it back to these lovely two movies, I think something that these movies really do excellently is, and I kind of wish, and I kind of and you can really see why it's being held back by is like it really starts to take these different. I mean, Bryce, you had said earlier about like the Raimi trilogy really having like reverence for the classic, Lee and Ditko era, and having like a certain reverence about the mythology. These movies, they kind of just throw it out and kind of like blindly discover and try to put things together, and some of it works. Some of it works and some of it doesn't. I think the Captain Stacy stuff and like it really works, but like, well, some of it works. And like the Peter and Harry stuff, I think that really works. But like, there's so much less like they're not being precious about it, and I think that's that kind of edge about. Or well, because
we need more of that.
We've had some recent films, Superman, that have been less precious about its source material, Superman, and have been a little more haphazard.
You know what? I want to say that.
And I'm not saying it needs to. I don't think anything should be held by whatever it's adapting, whatever comes from its source.
I think
we need more of that. I think we need more.
I think it's well.
I agree. I think it's like the audacity of it. Like,
yes.
Like what do you mean we're gonna have a whole subplot about Peter's parents? What do you mean we're gonna do like this with all this weird shit with like spider blood and it's like even if all is good, it's like like it's bold,
Yeah, but I think it's like to me it feels like. And I've been saying this for like fucking ever, but I don't know if it's like the correct thing to say, but it's like every single one of these like movies after like Raimi feel like they want to do like an Ultimate Spider-Man route to it. You know what I mean? Where it's like taking it in an origin of it's like taking Spider-Man and it's trying to like modernize and change and tell and like retell kind of like the origin in like different sort of like manners and stuff. And it's like it is a very interesting way to do it because like a lot of people often highlight and like the fucking like morons highlight this, but they highlight how like TASM shares very similar like DNA to like Ultimate Spider-Man, right? Where it's like comparable, but it's not like the same thing because what they're trying to get at, and this is like the core of it, is like TASM is like a modern retelling of Spider-Man, like Ultimate was, but it's not like completely one-to-one. It's just modernizing Spider-Man for like a newer audience. Because I was 7 when this fucking movie came out, dude. I was telling Saad about this. I was watching the TASM 2 with Saad about this, but I don't like going shopping for like school supplies and seeing like all like the rulers and stuff be like TASM merch, right? It was a very exciting time to be like a Spider-Man fan because like this was like the Spider-Man for me. Like I grew up with the Raimi movies, but I'm not like Bryce over there fucking Fossil who was watching them in like the theaters or nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
I remember seeing Spider-Man 3, but that was it. I don't remember like.
I just wanted to call you old. I just want to call you old. It's like it is. I think it's like what like a lot of people kind of miss in like the discourse about this movie, where it's like not a lot of people talk about how it's serving as this like modern retelling of like Spider-Man, it's like often criticized for like even trying to do so compared to like what the Raimi movies were like trying to do. And unfortunately, I don't know if you guys will be as receptive to me saying this in like the fucking No Way Home movies, not the No Way Home movies, but like the Home trilogy does do like the same thing in like trying to like modernize like a retelling of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
just
drags
like
it.
in
Yeah.
it's like in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon way, you know.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, June.
Yeah.
It tries to do the same thing, just like
Ring
without
Bell is the
capacity,
template,
like
always.
as opposed to like going like bolder. I think it tries to like make it a little safer.
Yeah. Where it's like
yeah. I mean,
because it's
I
like
guess what. Yeah, actually, yeah. Go ahead.
I was just I don't know if I should say this for like the fucking Raimi like for like the Home trilogy,
Bro,
but
just
it's
go,
like
just go.
Jesus, fine, fuck you, okay. But it's like Iron Boy Jr. is very much a fucking thing. And it's like it is unfortunate how like for like 3 of those movies he is very much Iron Boy Jr. until like the last 20 or so minutes of like No Way Home where it's like that is Spider-Man. Okay, there he is. There he is. There he is. He's doing his thing. He's web swinging. Look at him. What a guy. You know. Yeah.
Yes. I think what you're talking about, and I think we've seen this come up in like sort of recent discourse for some reason, in like these, and like within the genre again, bringing it back to the more recent times. I think, and it's like a really poor. I hate the way the internet talks about movies and literature and TV, but like when you consider something like quote unquote like premise slop. Like, that is what you're talking about. You're talking about like there's no fundamental character approach to the way that the Home trilogy does these movies. It's just like, okay, well, what if Spider-Man was in the Marvel universe? Like that's literally the pitch. That's the pitch. And they just build from there.
Right.
And I think, June, what you were getting at was really like, I think many films and TV shows within the genre have done. I think, when we talk about like our classics in the genre, like Christopher Reeve Superman, Batman '89, Batman Begins, Heath Ledger Joker. You're talking about more definitive versions of these characters, and I think a lot of what's come after them have been like strong reactions. Like we're thinking like the Snyderverse, a very strong reaction to the definitive versions of several of those characters, or like even like when we're thinking about it, like literally ontologically, the reason Batman '89 existed was to strategically oppose Adam West Batman. And so when we're talking about Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as opposed to Raimi's Spider-Man, we're talking about, again, a more, like you said, modernized, edgy, for the times character and for the times approach. And I think when you're basing it in something like that, that's like, like, again, it's not like 100% hit rate. It's not going to turn out great all the time. It's certainly like, I can think of many times where that sort of concept.
You're not being precious, like you said earlier.
Right.
Like you're taking certain leaps and like risks with it.
And it's
so then it's not just this it's not just what you saw before.
Right. And sometimes people get carried away with it. I think the whole it's not like one size fits all. I think people sometimes get a little too flanderizing with the whole we need to return Superman to back to being a good guy who believes in hope and justice and truth, justice in the American way. And like that's a little, like, all right, now, like, see what we got now. I hope you're happy. We got that, and
hey, don't worry, Ta-Nehisi Coates. He's gonna come out with that movie. He's gonna come out with that any day now.
Ty, when
Michael B. Jordan gets that Static movie going,
when the gun comes around to a milestone, bro, don't worry, man. You'll be there,
bro. Get gun away. Get the gun away. Do not piss on Dwayne McDuffie's grave like that, bro. I'd rather have that shit stay buried and gone and like
superhero static shot. Whoop whoop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a fucking acoustic cover of that song as he's like fighting a bunch of people in his own movie.
Bro, it's gonna be like a montage of like it's gonna be a montage of like Static like fighting like a bunch of like weird like bad guys, and it's gonna be like the acoustic cover of like Humble, like
Be humble. Sit down. Like, dude, they couldn't get Blue Beetle right. They could, but honestly, I give up on this episode as a TASM episode. I just want to fucking talk about it.
Damn.
We're so far beyond. Like, I'm too pissed about Supergirl and like the general state of DC right now.
I think we're generally on track.
I know we're on track.
We're generally on track. It's generally it is on topic, right? Because it's like I don't think a lot of movies kind of go about what TASM was trying to like do in like redefining like a character like Spider-Man, right? I don't think,
like a genuine way. In a genuine
and it's like admittedly, I'm not like a big superhero movie guy, right? Like I'm like all like the only superhero media I interact with is like the comic books, but it's like I really can't count on my finger like the last time a superhero movie that I've seen has like really like tried to like actively bring a character into like the 21st century. I don't know about 21st century, but like the modern landscape and like make it count. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason
you have Man
why
of Steel. Like I think around that time you really like are seeing that because like Batman Begins, I would say is that Man of Steel is that TASM is that. I was about to say Aquaman. I don't really know if I can count that. That might be that might be too bold of a fucking take there. Because yeah. I said Aquaman.
Explosion.
Like, I feel like that's just like that was just like a general media makeover Aquaman was going through. You know, where it's like, yeah.
But I don't know. It seems like. Because it's I don't know because it's like I was gonna say it's like there is like a reason why like Andrew still has like shooters till like this day, right? But it's like for a lot of people, but for like a lot of people, this was their fucking Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like
literally the Spider-Man we grew up
to this day,
just like timeline.
This is Spider-Man, and it's like I think part of that is lended to like how TASM kind of carry itself, even 2, 1 and 2, how both of them carry themselves in like portraying Spider-Man as like a character and whatnot.
I think you kind of even hinted at it earlier, June, where like you were like seeing it on like school supplies and all that. I feel like this was the last time Spider-Man was like truly a cultural moment.
Yes, I agree. I think the way they go about it, it's not treated. Yeah, like it's not treated as this like the next big thing anymore. So it's like, oh, here's another Spider-Man movie.
I mean, like we are obviously seeing a lot of eyes on Brand New Day right now. Like it's like the most watched trailer of all time and shit. But like that doesn't feel like it's translating into like
the wider
material world as much.
Yeah, like very much within the fandom, I think.
Yeah, like most of that is due to Sony's lack of spending in the marketing, but I also just think like you don't feel the event of it as much. And I think there's an argument to be made like movies in general don't really have that like fanfare that they used to just because technology is progressing and all that.
Yeah, but like there's like this one thing I like really want to bring up because I was talking with Sad about it earlier. Like, do you guys remember that fucking that teaser poster where it's like Spider-Man's in like the corner and his shadow's making like the spider symbol?
I actually have a funny story about that.
Dude, I remember seeing that poster hung up outside of like a fucking cinema, walking to like the grocery store as like a kid, and it's like, I don't really get that feeling anymore from like any other movie where it's like
Yeah.
actively trying to be like, fuck Raimi Spider-Man. This is that new shit, bro. Fuck what
like, and
anything
I
you're
think that
trying to say.
really worked on me because when I was little, like I watched the Raimi movies from a very early age, and then one day I was just like on the family iPad, and my parents came in, they were like, "Hey Seth, there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out," and they like showed me that poster and everything. I was looking, I was like, "Wait, that's not Tobey Maguire. What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
And like like the fact that first yeah.
Maguire.
The fact that the first reaction was like, "What the hell is this?" Just like already, it's like getting me curious about it.
Yeah. It's like
the world was unfair.
it's because it's like,
and it was the same thing. I remember seeing the Electro poster for TASM 2 in the theaters, being like, "Whoa, like this shit looks cool, man."
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it's like, I remember there was like a really heavy like kind of like discussion on like how like Raimi kind of like brought in, like, I don't know about like brought in, but like helped add on to like the mythology and like the legend that like was Spider-Man, but I don't. Webb and like the TASM movies did the same shit too, where it's like there was kind of like genuinely like a shift in like that like mythology with TASM and it's like marketing, you know what I mean? Like it's
Shaking
like
up the
it was
status
so
quo.
yeah, it was like shaking up the status quo. It felt new, it felt fresh. Like, this might be like a chud thing to say, but like TASM to me as a kid probably felt like what like Batman Beyond was to like kids in like the fucking 90s. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, I have like no stakes in this shit too. Like, I saw that movie as a kid on like a plane ride to like China, and like it was like just whatever when I like actually saw it, but like the fucking lead up to it was like, I'd say that's like the only movie I can like remember actually having hype built up around it for me.
2012 was like a crazy year, dude. You had
Yeah.
TASM, and the Avengers, and Dark Knight Rises. That's a crazy lineup. Crazy ass lineup.
Bummer we didn't
Also,
have any
Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
What?
Early 2010s in general were pretty nutty.
Yeah, like looking back at it, it is kind of like genuinely insane. I feel like 2023 was kind of like that year, like the most recent year where I was like, damn, that was kind of like a nutty year to like have all those movies coming out.
What was
Like,
2023?
That was like
Spider-Verse.
that was like Spider-Verse, Flash, Barbenheimer was that year.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying like in quality, but in terms of like, like movies that were like dropping, and it's like, damn, that really came, like those all came like literally that June. You had Spider-Verse, Flash, Transformers, and then there was something else. Maybe it was like Indiana Jones or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I think so.
Another
I think
movie
that
that
did
dropped
drop that year.
Dial of Destiny, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then like obviously not even a month later, Barbenheimer happened, and that was like a huge thing.
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
I'm trying to think later, and even like the like, like genuine like quality films. You had Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah. Sod was yeah. Back to like TASM and like it's like marketing. That Sod was actually telling me like that was like the first movie he saw in like theaters over there in Pakistan.
Damn.
And like he had to like drive to like the edge of the city to like watch it in like a cinema. And it's like I think TASM works because it's like, I don't want to say it's like fucking, I don't know, like premise slap or something, but it's like I think there was a lot of really good, genuine hype leading up to like TASM and its like release, right? And it's like whether that hype managed to like win out in the end is like up to debate. But like you genuinely could tell there was like a big cultural shift when TASM was like revealed to be a thing, especially in like the landscape of Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I missed my Spider-Man ruler, man. I missed my Spider-Man ruler. And those pens too. God damn it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember seeing the Pop-Tarts all the time, and then
Oh man, yo, like the TASM 2 Pop-Tarts, dude. One time my mom put one of them Johns in like the microwave with like the fucking wrapper still on it, dude. That's like, oh my god, yeah.
Damn.
I
miss those.
Like Spider-Man marketing things I remember as a kid is like Spider-Man 3 macaroni. Where like they had like Spider-Man's face and like it was like webbed pasta. Like it was fucking bizarre. And then for TASM 1, I remember it being on like
fruit snacks. Do you remember the fruit snacks?
I think I like vaguely remember the fruit snacks, but I more distinctly remember it being on like a shampoo bottle because like it had like a close-up image of the web shooter, and I was like, dude, that web shooter looks so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Well,
but like it's so bizarre because like I kind of, it's one of those things like I kind of like forget or like don't really think about, but like I remember like watching like I mentioned earlier, but like I remember seeing Spider-Man 3 at the drive-in with my family. We went after like a Little League game, and I like consciously remember, and I also remember like even like the trailer, when the trailer for Spider-Man 3 came out, like we watched it on like our shitty little fucking computer that we had in our house. And yeah, probably. And I remember like seeing posters for like, Spider-Man 4 where it's like Lizard and like Carnage and shit like that. And like,
Carnage fan trailers.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is gonna be so fucking sick. And then like I remember my dad telling me like, oh yeah, they're like rebooting it, or he probably didn't use that word, but like he basically was
making a new one.
He's like, yeah, they're like going back to high school. I guess they're like going for like a Twilight thing. And I'm like, oh my god, like it's gonna be fucking stupid. Like it's gonna suck. Like I was like so inherently against the idea, and then like trailers start coming out, like posters, and I'm like, whoa, this looks pretty cool. Go see it with my dad. Thought it was awesome. And
Hell
then TASM 2, and I want to provide this as context for my love for this movie.
Okay, please.
This is a good segue. This is a good segue to talk about.
I have been wondering this for fucking years.
Yes.
Like, so like this is where my bias starts coming in. I saw Spider-Man 2 at like a very distinct point in my life where it was like right before 7th grade was about to finish, and also I was like dating a girl at the time for at that point like 2 years, and like she was about to like move to another state because like her dad was in the military and stuff like that. So like that like this movie was like a month beforehand. Like it came out like the month before she moved, and like I like went on to 8th grade and like stuff like it's just like a very important intersection in my life. And I remember going there Thursday night to go watch it with I went with like my mom, my dad, my sister, and even like a family friend came along too. And they had like it was like a local radio station or something. They had like a Spider-Man trivia thing going on. They're like, hey, like whoever wants to participate, like just come down and we'll give you microphones. And I was like, well, like, Mom, can I do it? And she was like, yeah, of course, go ahead. And it was me against like these 2 older guys. Smoked them. I fucking kicked their ass.
Hey.
And they were like easy ass questions too. It's like who's the head of the Daily Bugle? And I was like, oh, J. Jonah Jameson. And then like I think the question before that was like, what place does Spider-Man work for? And it's like, oh yeah, Daily Bugle. And I can't remember what the last question was, but I got that right. And I got an Amazing Spider-Man 2 hat, which I chud shit, but like I wear that hat every time I go to a Spider-Man movie now. Like anytime a Spider-Man movie comes out, I put that fucking hat on and I go to the movies because it like that is time. Like I love that memory. And I also got like I got like a shirt that I still have to this day. It was like an extra large, like, which I'm so happy in like retrospect that it was an extra large because like I was able to
now.
grow.
It
Yeah,
fit
it
you
actually
now.
fits me now. And it also came with like a bag that again I still have to this day.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
then sat down, hat on, watched the movie, and I fucking loved it. Like for the longest time, I fucking loved this movie, and I just adored everything about it. Like I distinctly remember when the scene of Gwen dying came up. Like I just remember like feeling my heart racing in my chest, like because I was like that like enamored with a movie. And for a while, like I protected my peace with this movie. And like I didn't like watch too many like YouTube videos about it, whatever. I kind of knew like generally people didn't love it too much, but I was like, fuck those people. Like they don't know what they're talking about. And slowly as I got older, and obviously that next year it was announced that Spider-Man, like again, another vivid memory I have where like I was about to go work out after school, and I remember checking like IGN or some shit, and it was like Spider-Man's going to the MCU in Civil War, and I was like, no fucking way. And I was sad that like the Amazing Spider-Man movies were ending, but I was also like, I want to see Spider-Man like interact with all these characters.
Yeah.
But eventually, like as the home trilogy was coming out, and like more and more, like as I exposed myself to more criticism of the TASM movies, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, like maybe I don't really like these movies that much. And I like kind of like bought into the bullshit that people were talking about, where it's like, isn't it so stupid that Electro got his fucking teeth gap fixed, and like the music in these movies suck, and like people legitimately thought that.
This is
Also,
true.
I don't know why, like how this was a thing.
Smart culture. It's smart culture.
Literally, like it's fucking obnoxious. I hate it. Like it's still like criticism that permeates to this day, and it just bothers me to no end when like people try to be like the smart asshole about it. And it's like, no, it just means you don't have fun. You just don't.
I'm gonna find you, Cinema Skins. I'm gonna find you, Cinema Sins. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna fucking skin you, Cinema Sins.
But
why I reduced yellow eyes in the first movie. Why aren't they white? Why aren't they in the
basketball?
Yeah. Oh my god. The basketball
just say great power and great responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to dock 10,000 points for this one.
Why does Harry try to cure himself so soon? Like, if you looked at the Raimi movies that way, like you look like a fucking idiot, dude. Like you look so fucking stupid. Like, why is Sandman trying to find money for his daughter? It's not like she's about to die right now. Like, fuck you, bro. Get the fuck out. Why does Eddie's teeth get sharp when he has the symbiote on? That didn't happen to Peter.
Yeah, just like nothing but criticisms.
Yeah, nothing, and like I feel like most of the criticisms against these movies, aside from like like Lizard and like some pacing issues, stuff like that, like I think it's a lot of nothing burger bullshit. I think it's legitimately like, or at least like for like the general audience that talks about these two movies.
It's very like surface level, petty, like I want Reddit upvotes stuff.
Yeah, because I was talking with Ty about this, but I was like, that was a lot better than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a lot worse than fucking.
People talk about it like it's the fucking devil, bro. They talk about it how they should be talking about Birds of Prey.
Hey. Whoa.
Come on, man. Keep it simple.
Come on.
Keep it simple, bro. Keep it simple, bro.
I mean, hey, Ty got their
people talk about this movie the way it should be talking about James Gunn's Superman. All right, we wouldn't be in this predicament if we were just honest.
It's even
honest. Last summer, If we don't know, we were all doing our. Now look where we are. Now look where we are. Now look where we are.
Now I'm stuck in the
Look where
middle.
we
Yes,
are.
I am.
Yeah, it's like in the middle. Is a.
Hope we're happy. I hope we're happy. I hope we're all happy.
Yeah, I will say though, Bryce. This is more like a fucking joke, if anything. But like, I've seen Gwen's death used as like a meme so many fucking times that it's like when I actually saw it in,
but like
in like the fucking movie, that it's like the only thing I could think of was like I saw a meme where where the caption was me dropping my last $20 on DoorDash. It feels like it was killing me. Yeah, but you know, I will come around to it because it's like I can see why you love this movie, Bryce. I myself wouldn't give it 4.5 stars, but I can see where you're coming from, at least in why you like this movie.
There's a lot to love about it.
Yeah, there's a lot to love about it. It's not done well in some parts, subjectively, but it's pretty all right.
I guess
Dane DeHaan genuinely did. While we're fucking at it though, because this part was killing me. I don't know if Ty told you this, but like they were talking about how like TASM 2 has the first 30 minutes has like a lot of goodwill. And then like after that it just gets like progressively worse. And like while I was watching it, I was like, I wonder when this 30-minute mark Ty was talking about. And then Dane DeHaan showed up and I was like, there it is. There it is.
Exact same fucking experience.
Yeah.
I guess like for some reason I've just always liked Dane DeHaan in this. Like,
I don't think
it's perfect, but like he brings such a weird energy, like that when he like storms back into Oscorp and like Electro like knocks that guy out and he's like he like resuscitates him.
Shooter.
He's like, welcome back to the bonus round.
He's
that's
round.
fucking funny to me.
I will say he is a lot better when he's not trying to act like a fucking normal guy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, this is probably it's like this is probably how I feel about Chronicle, but it's like some actors are just meant to play like school shooters, and like Dane DeHaan just like works so fucking well. Like when he's just insane.
He's really good at being weird. It's like
I
don't know. Some
like
line reads are a little like, but like
I also like how much of a slimy rich kid he feels like in this. Mm-hmm. Like he you can very much tell that like once he doesn't get his way, like he'll just like resort to like, whatever the fuck. Like he'll literally just be like, "All right, well, fuck you then." Like I'm gonna go around your back and like do like something fucked up just to like get my way.
Right.
Yeah.
Like him killing Gwen is just literally him having a hissy fit. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah. Great scene though. I've seen it like a bajillion times, but like
it still hits me every time. I don't know. I know that's like probably chud shit, but like it still hits me every time.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because one had such an underwhelming kind of like final battle, but like, dude, I was locked in the entire time during that battle during 2. Like,
it's so good.
It's genuinely really tense.
Two is really quite engaging with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I remember Ty was like, Ty was talking about in the chat. It's like I did not remember Gwen's death being so like gruesome, and like I did.
It was like it kind of startled me. Like I didn't realize. Like I remembered not liking it as a kid because it was so violent. But like, oh my god, the way her head just smacks on the ground and then it's over.
The noise, It's such a sickening like snap thud like at the same time. It's so bad.
That scene, like kind of like the lead up to it, it's like really tense. But it's like when he puts his foot in between like the fucking gears, and they're like pressing up his foot and stuff, and it keeps panning into like his like foot, kind of like being like the only thing that's like stopping Gwen from like falling the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like because it's like I was thinking about like that's gonna hurt, and then I thought about it in like the grand scheme of things where it's like, oh shit, he lets go of his foot, she's just fucking dead. And then immediately after I thought that, boom, like holy shit. Oh, yeah. Spectacularly done.
You're gonna laugh at this, but like I kind of like had this realization on my most recent watch of like the beginning of the movie, like on the plane, like with his dad and mom, is like literally kind of just like a parallel between like the beginning and the end of the movie are basically like in parallel with each other, where like, you know, Richard loses his wife and is like trying to like fight to like save like his future in a way.
Yeah.
And he is successful and is able in like his own way and is able to like get it out, to like fight for every last minute. But Peter wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Like, he ran out of time.
While
Can you imagine how much?
While we're kind of on this, just so I can just like spiritually also throw Marcus in here too, but that was actually one of his criticisms for the fucking movie. I actually in his little notes, he was like, "Why the fuck am I watching Peter Parker dad like spy drama shit in a fucking Spider-Man movie?" And
I don't even think it's like spy drama. It's literally just what they had established like in the movie. You're just seeing that. To me, it's pretty genius because like you're seeing what Richard went through that day. Like instead of like seeing Peter's perspective, you're seeing Richard's perspective, and like that's like to me that's such a great way to start the second movie.
Yeah, no disrespect to Marcus, but I think that is like that feels like a smart comment. Like that's not like it.
I agree.
I think especially now, like we have so many like. I mean, like immediately, like I'll throw in like when we think about like the Batman, where like an entire side plot is literally like his father, just Thomas being implicated in something really horrible. Like no one labeled that as like why is that like. Why am I watching Thomas Wayne drama right now? Like, no, it's like no, same thing with Superman. Same thing with Superman, which was not done.
I was literally just about to say, why is Jor-El telling his baby to fuck like crazy?
Again, like it's not like a ubiquitous thing, like, but it's not like it's inherently bad. I think sometimes people just attribute, kind of mediocre ideas to the entire film just being bad. It's like, okay, yeah, like it wasn't great. Like, I didn't really love this spider blood stuff. It kind of gave Harry super.
I have a full defense. I have a full defense of that.
No,
I do.
I'm eager to hear it.
I'm sure.
I do kind of love it though. I won't lie. That like revelation that's like.
I don't know if I like the message for Spider-Man necessarily, but it's different. It's different.
Yeah, I just think it's like. I don't know, because it's like I think it's cool that it's like because it feels like Peter's dad gave him like this gift kind of like indirectly, you know what I mean? It's like by circumstance he became Spider-Man because his dad kind of did this thing with the spiders and stuff, and that's why he's kind of like doing the things that he can, it's like Uncle Ben gave him like the whole like morality aspect of it, and then Peter's dad indirectly gave him like the actual power, you know what I mean? Like that's fucking cool.
That would be like my main argument for it, is like it brings Peter's relationship with his father like even closer into view, and is like, oh, like I like me being Spider-Man is not only because I think the argument like for Spider-Man for a lot of people nowadays is like, oh, like that anyone can wear the mask, like anybody could be Spider-Man. But like for Peter Parker specifically, the main thing is that like he is channeling Uncle Ben's memory into being Spider-Man. And the TASM movies expand on that idea by it being not just about Uncle Ben, but also his dad. Like when he puts on that suit, he is carrying Uncle Ben his dad, and then eventually Gwen as well. Like he is like bringing all of the people that he has lost way too soon in his life with him as Spider-Man, and being that like ray of light that like he wished he had, you know?
It's even more great because it's like when Harry does use like the spider venom, it fucking like deforms him, right? He's like in agony and fucking shit. Where because of like, and I can't help but think of like the symbolism between like Peter still loving his dad, right, despite everything, and like him like actively being like kind of okay and turning into Spider-Man post Spider Bite, and then you have Harry here who like definitely did not have a good relationship with Norman, kind of forcing his way into like a fucking legacy. You know what I mean? Whereas like Peter's creating his own legacy. It's a nice contrast.
Yeah, and like I think you were already kind of touching that on this idea, but it's like Richard loved his son so much that he was like willing to like take like such a drastic measure and be like, no, it's only connected to my DNA. And he did that out of love for his son. Whereas Norman pushed his like did everything out of like a perverse sense of love, but like not like an actual true love for his son.
I wouldn't say it's
and
like,
that led him to that path, you know.
I wouldn't say that Peter's dad's like directly like that was like the main mindset, but it's like I kind of like how it's like because of circumstance, right? Peter just so happened to end up getting this power from his dad. Like there's still that kind of like randomness aspect like attached to it, right? Where it's like,
and I also think it's just the inherent part where it's like we see how this version of Peter starts out. He did not like it was not destined that he would become Spider-Man. Like it was like he could have just become an asshole with spider powers. And I think these movies do a great job of like having him actually earn it, like we were talking about before with the bridge scene. And I especially love that moment after where he's like sitting in his room by himself, just literally staring at the mask still in the suit. Because you can see like the gears turning and being like, fuck. Like this is what I like. This is what I need to be doing.
He started something. And I think, on that point, when we're talking about this, can you imagine just how much greater it would have been in TASM 2 had we had the scene where Richard Chameleon confronts Peter. Wouldn't that just been like so cool? Like I think, wow, the minds at Sony, man. Like
I do want to address that. Like I think it's like again, no secret. I love TASM 2. And like it is genuinely a miracle that it is as comprehensible and concise as it is, considering how much fucking bullshit, like at least like what, like probably how many millions went into those like scenes that just like did not come into the movie. Like they filmed like you joked about that Richard Parker scene, and it's like they had to pay like Andrew Garfield and that guy like however much fucking money just to be there. Same with Shailene Woodley.
It's 5 minutes.
Oh my god!
For no reason about it. It's 5 minutes long. He was like,
I've never watched it. I've refused to watch it after all of these years.
Like, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
No, like it's so like that's dumb. What's crazy to me. It's dumb. like to me it felt like almost like Sony was like in his ear, like, yeah, like we want this, we want this, we want that. And then he was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And like would like just film the scenes and say fuck it just to go along. And then like in like the editing process, it was like I don't know who in the room, but like somebody in the room like came to their fucking senses and was like, this is not usable. Like we can't do this. Like what is this movie? Like none of this.
Burn this.
Yeah, like fucking Al Pacino talking about the Dunkachino.
We should burn it. No one see this.
Who have you shown this cut to?
Have you ever made sense of the guy in the hat? Like, have you ever made sense of that?
No, never.
Like for that, like, what is that for you? Because that's like, I was like joking. It's like I'm like I don't know who this dude is. Like I don't.
He's
Like,
Mr. Fierce.
It's been the one part.
He's
It's been the
Mr.
one
Fierce,
part of
dude.
this where I'm like, okay, like
they wanted like an evil Nick Fury. Like they wanted like an evil Nick Fury for this, and it's just it's genuinely the only part of these movies I can't justify or like reason. And I've like just given up at this point, like obviously because it's not worth it. They had no idea what they were doing at the time, so like I'm not gonna assume, but like all of the Sinister Six stuff.
Yeah.
Did you tell the boy? Very good, Dr. Connors. I have no idea what that like. Because in the first movie, it seems like just the general idea is he's like kind of like the fixer guy. But then in like TASM 2, it's like, oh yes, I'm really about this Sinister Six idea.
It's like very unclear plans. Like, with Spider-Man gone.
Yeah, it's like yeah, New York is in chaos without Spider-Man. What do you want out of New York? What is New York doing? Like, what does that have to do with anything? It's literally the one scene in TASM 2 that I would say is like you could remove that and it would like nothing would change. Like it because you do not need the Rhino setup. You could literally just have Rhino show up and you could just assume like, oh yeah, I guess he just made a Rhino mech. Like that's it. Like you cut that scene of Harry being like, I want to start small. Everything you need is that Oscorp. Like what? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Because like before that point, like the Doc Ock tentacles were just kind of in the background, and then they weren't like a focus, and like you could like see that and be like, oh, like Doc, like that's a key angle where it's like, oh, look, Doc Ock tentacles, and you could just assume like, okay, I guess like that was just one of the things that they were working on to try to keep like Norman alive in some way, or like like aid him as his body was because like that makes sense, like for the Doc Ock arms to be like a end of life assistance thing.
Yeah,
but then you get to like vulture wings, and it's like, what the fuck? What does that have to do? Like, what does that like help Norman Osborn do in a day, other than like get to places really fucking fast? I guess. But yeah, Ty, I have never been able to justify
make him fly. That will save him.
Yeah, and because it's just that one scene of Harry being like, everything you need is at Oscorp. I find it easy enough to like move past. I do think like the placement of that scene is also egregious, considering it's like right after Gwen's death, and I'm like, dude, like don't do that. Like that should not be the next scene.
Yeah, it's like
in this movie,
slowly, intimately fading through each season, and then it's like we need the Sinister Six.
Yes,
and that like I remember
a sinisterly small group.
I must have been. This is definitely before Civil War. I must have been like 8 or 9, and I remember. Oh man, it really used to be different, bro. When when there used to be like honest to God, well edited fake trailers, and I remember seeing a Sinister Six one, and I was so like, I don't think I've ever been duped so well by something so fake.
I kind of like want to find it just so I could see what it.
Oh man, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah,
but
that Sinister Six movie is like one of the greatest what ifs to me.
Yeah,
like genuinely, what would that have been? What would that movie look like? Like I would be.
They were trying it for a while. They were genuinely trying it for a while. Like I don't think
like that specific version, like that specific version where it's set in the TASM universe. I would have been so curious to see how
I feel like it would have been kind of like anthological. Like we get a little bit of each guy like that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Well, like I think Drew Goddard has like talked because like he was supposed to direct it and like he's talked about it like here and there. And again, like crazy that they were gonna get Drew Goddard to do that movie.
Yeah,
like, I just baffling on all fronts. Like I wish like a script leaked or something like out of all the things to have leaked during that Sony email, like give me that fucking Sinister Six script. Like that has to be floating around somewhere. I would love to see it.
I think it would have ruined
Absolutely.
everything. It would have ruined everything. Like, I think Marvel just would have bought Sony if that happened.
They refuse to see that shit see the light of day ever. Like,
No
would it have
one
just
can
been
say
like
this.
Thunderbolts, or would it have been like
I assume.
honest to God, like
Jeez.
Paul
You
G.
remember-
I can't imagine Paul
they were-
Giamatti in a Sinister Six movie.
Yeah.
They were planning that, and then they were planning the Black Canary and Silver Sable movie. Right
Oh yeah,
alongside
Black
it.
Cat.
Black Cat.
Like,
Black Cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Cat.
Paul Giamatti is who?
He's Rhino.
Rhino.
I am the Rhino.
Okay.
I am the Rhino.
I kill you. I crush you.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Are you a hugger? I am killer.
Yeah.
He was
I
having a
do.
good
You
time.
know. While we're on it, Bryce, on the rewatch, did you think TASM 1 Peter was like? Did you like laugh at any of his jokes?
Oh my god.
Oh yes, I love the crotch, the crotch. Where he's like crotch, and then he just fucking like
Crotch is all over the place.
Yeah.
I found it.
Oh,
found the trailer? Alright, I gotta watch
Yes!
it. I gotta watch
I
this
found
later.
it. It's not
Yeah.
Sinister Six. It's the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Hold on. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Okay, plug it in the chat, and
I'm gonna
I'll
send
watch
it
it
in the
later.
Yeah, I was watching later.
Like,
Yeah.
genuinely fooled me so hard.
Before AI made it so easy, they just had to cook up some magic with that shit. With a box of scraps.
Yeah, but I remember him being, I don't know, maybe it's because I was a kid, but I remember him being like a lot funnier in like 1 compared to like 2. But like I didn't really laugh at him like at all during TASM 1. I thought that because it's like a lot of people praise like the fucking like webbing scene when he finally does catch the guy, but it's like I thought that dragged on for just a little bit too long. I won't lie to you.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was funny when
I
he showed
thought
me
it
in
was
the
fine.
crotch. I thought that was fucking hilarious, but like after that I was just like, okay, could we just like roll on with it and stuff?
Most Spider-Man jokes I feel like are like they just make you kind of like smirk, Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they're not usually like that like I feel
Laugh
I
out
feel like the
loud.
only Spider-Man movie that makes me consistently laugh is like Spider-Verse. Like I still to this day think of the delivery of it's such a stupid simple joke, but it's like Miles is trying to type in the password and he's like, "What was the last 2?" And then Peter's like, "Wow, you look really good for your age. You don't look a day over 35." And like he says it so loud.
Yeah.
Like that single joke
Mhm.
bit in that movie is funnier than like most of the other like Spider-Man quips that they have in them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think some good ones. I like someone's been a bad lizard. Like just how he
That was
again,
good.
like how he says it. It's not funny, but like it makes me smile.
Yeah.
I thought it
I
was
like-
a lot funnier in like 2, if anything, because it's like
Yes,
I did
Mhm.
find myself chuckling a little bit when he was joking around in 2. Like the
bit with
it's
the
all
firefighters.
It's all about the wrist. It's all about the wrist, hey. It's all about the wrist.
They just cut to him with a firefighter hat.
Yeah, the firefighter hat bit is always like one of my favorites. There's like officers, like good job well done. He like holsters it, like
And he's
really
like
good
high-fiving
bit.
him. Big
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, or like I'm glad you're not one of the cops who rides a horse. Like,
Yeah, that
made
one.
me
That
smile.
was really good. Yeah.
yeah, like they really like just in terms of like Spider-Man iconography and like seeing him move, like this is just like again, like the Raimi trilogy is like very mythological and like larger than life and how it shows Spider-Man, but this is like if I had to like see a spider, like if we could get back to like this kind of looks for Spider-Man where it's like so slick and like acrobatic, like
While we're fucking
I
at
love
it,
that.
while we're at it, because I forgot to mention it in like the fucking Raimi and like Raimi episode, but I really like how Raimi and TASM kind of highlight how fast Spider-Man is. And it's like more so in like TASM 2 now that I'm noticing, but like it's such an underrated aspect of his character that it's like I think a lot of adaptations kind of shy away from like how like fast he is like moving and stuff, and like TASM 2 does it really well with those like slow motion sequences.
Even in like TASM 1 when he just like casually dodges those bullets like point blank basically, like from that cop.
Yeah.
Like
right.
He's like freeze, and then it's like puts like 4 shots up, and Peter dodges all of them in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. Great set pieces. Yeah.
For sure.
I see why people.
Oh, sorry. Go
ahead, man. Oh, I was gonna say, like, fucking, like, I see why people repost that fucking swinging scene from the beginning, just like all the time.
Like, it makes sense. I get why they do it. It is obnoxious and it is stupid because, like, I know they don't appreciate like everything else the movie's doing, but like, you know, I get it. It looks fucking slick as hell, and it always like brings me right back in. Like, obviously, like the movie starts out with like the parent stuff, but like it gets you like if you're not locked in after that, like I don't know, man.
Like, come on,
I feel
like
like the
the
movie just never lets you go.
Yeah.
Until Dane DeHaan's on the screen.
I gotta say though, like on the topic of the dialogue, we're talking about some real good zingers, but I gotta say, with those in mind, it just made like the weird, like meat-headed lines a lot more distracting. You know, like everyone loves, like, and this is getting, I guess, almost into like the smart criticism territory. Where, like everyone makes fun of like, oh, it's my birthday, it's time to light my candles. But the one that really stuck out to me was when he was getting experimented on in the lab, and it's like he just says like, "Don't you know I'm Electro?" And it's like played for like this big like audience applause moment, but like it comes, it's just out of nowhere. Like there was no like I guess he just came up with that on the fly.
No, me and Jamal were talking about it actually. It's like I think one of the guys that's like yelling at him in the crowd kind of like calls him it, and it's like he's like, yeah, he's like, you stupid Electro freak or some shit like that.
I watched this movie so many times and I've never like noticed that.
Interesting. That's a kind of a cool little like.
I had subtitles on, so that's probably why I like caught it.
Oh, that would be kind of like a neat detail, but like then again, it is like so like clearly if I've never noticed it after watching it for so many years.
Yeah,
like it's a little too subtle. But
if the resident TASM 2 fan hasn't noticed it,
I mean, like I just like that. I guess I don't really mind it. I like that he's just like fuck it, like I'm not Max anymore. Like I'm Electro. Like I don't know. Like,
I don't know. It stuck out to me. It was just like, oh, okay.
I understand, but like for some reason, like I think it's just like the musical sting along with it. Like I cannot help but be moved by the Electro suite. Like every time, like we get to the Times Square scene, and like the guy shoots at him, and you see Spider-Man pop up on all of the screens. You hear they shot at me. Yeah. And like the voice is like getting louder. Like it is like if you like wrote that on paper, it sounds stupid as fuck, and like it still is kind of stupid as fuck. But also, it goes so fucking
like
hard.
Auditorially, it's hard.
Yeah. I thought the voices were fucking Kendrick Lamar. The voices of Kendrick Lamar. I won't even lie to you. I was asking Ty about it. I was like, "Hey, Ty,
why are you sitting there?"
Kendrick Lamar playing during that Times Square. He's like, "What
Spider-Man,
the fuck are you talking about?" Yeah.
You just
no,
and then you hear Monster.
Monster.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't you know, Monster?
Any episode, right?
The episode.
While we have you, just for like the people in the audience, Bryce, name one negative thing about TASM. Name the TASM 2. Name one negative thing. Come on.
What are you talking about? You just never mind.
Let's TLDR it. Let's TLDR it for the audience, Bryce. Just one negative thing.
No, I feel like I already addressed it. Like just the Sinister Six stuff. Like I feel like the Sinister Six stuff is like pretty. Like it's just that it's that one scene of Harry being like, I want to keep the group small and all that. Like that. It's the only scene where I think you cut it out of the movie. Rest of the movie's fine. But yeah, that's my only like real criticism, and just like how fast like the ending kind of comes up. I guess like I still get really emotional like with that end bit and like the kid coming out dressed as Spider-Man and like Peter showing up. Like I like that shit still hits like fucking crack for me. But I wish there was like a little bit more time like where we see Peter kind of like, because there's that great montage that you mentioned earlier, Seth, where like, you know, you see the seasons pass by and he has that great conversation with May, who, by the way, as much as people dick ride Raimi and are like, oh yeah, Aunt May knew. Yes, Webb May knew too. Like it's very obvious that she knew as well, and I hate that people don't like give that credit because like this is my favorite Aunt May. She has so many great scenes in these movies. Like in the first movie when like she sees Peter like with all the bruises all over his face and he's like, please go to sleep, please go to sleep. And she's like, I can't fucking sleep. Like my husband's dead. Like
and like the You're My Boy scene, like during my rewatch, I was like, all right, this is getting a little like, but then as soon as that scene hit, I was like, okay, I'm back. I'm dialed in now.
Yeah.
Like I went to throw out the trash. What did I miss?
I can't hear you. Oh,
I said I went to go throw the trash away. What did I miss?
We're just talking about more shit. Like, same shit.
We're talking about when life leaves you high and dry. I'll be at your door tonight if you need help. Yeah, I again, another thing that I think perfectly fine. I love the depiction of Pete. I guess like my main reason that I love these movies as much as I do is because of Peter and how he's characterized. I feel like this is the most complex and in-depth characterization of Peter we've probably ever gotten on screen and might ever get. And I love the fact that they like portray him like in the first one, it's like his anger. Like you see how angry he is at the world and like how like bitter in a way he is, and like I relate to that a lot. Like just that feeling of being like, I don't know, just like he carries like a certain energy to him that is like very relatable for me in that first movie. And then in the second movie, you see even more like how like prone he is to emotional relapse.
Yeah, he's like unraveling.
Yeah, like when
Spider-Man is a pervert and he stalks women on the street.
Like when Gwen calls, like instead of just not answering and knowing like it would be for the best, or like, you know, what he's already said, like he can't live with himself, he immediately folds after like having reconnected with Harry.
Right.
And
my brother just another me.
My brother just another me.
And that's another thing like that people like smart critique about the movie. It's like, oh, why did they break up and get back together like 600 times?
Well, I mean, I do think
I do it. I do it sometimes too. I do it sometimes.
I mean, I do it, but that doesn't mean it's good writing. It just means I do it. It's not a criticism of anybody.
But like, I mean, it's like Bryce is saying, it's like to the credit of the depiction of Peter. I think it's like he keeps acting on those impulses.
Like it makes sense for this version of Peter to be so wishy-washy.
Yeah.
And like,
and it's so lovely when it does like bite him in like the fucking ass, and he's like, so that's what Captain Stacy was talking about. Oh,
and then
like, oh man,
oh man, it's like winter. It's winter now. It's been like a year, man. Fuck.
I like can't believe like if there was a third movie, I find it hard to believe that like the Stacy family wouldn't try to kill Spider-Man because like within 6
Thinking
months,
about, I was thinking about that. Watching
within 6 months, both of them, like, two serious family members
They
have
spawned
died.
the dude. No, Ty, you're not seeing the vision, bro. Alistair Smite's
Dude.
literally in the movie, bro. They fund Spider Slayers, man.
Bro,
Think about
like
it.
literally, like they try
the
to blow his head
fucking
off. Like they need to try and blow his head off.
the fucking Stacy Foundation where they like fund Spider Slayers and try to take them out.
Yeah.
Because that's
The-
like
but the
it's
spiders-
genuinely ridiculous. Genuinely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
But Bryce, I was something I wanted to bring up what you said earlier, talking about like how TASM May knew. I think the moment, and like they actually telegraphed this a lot more than I remember, is at the end of the first one where he comes back like super beat up and he's like doing like the awkward smile, and you could like see in her eyes like, wait a minute, like putting the pieces together.
I know what you are. I know what
And,
you
and
are.
like she hugs him and it's like it's okay. It's like, and I
Yeah, she
feel like
doesn't
there's
ask
layers to that. It's like I get I get what's going on here. It's like it's all
No, I
right.
get it. No. See, because it's like my mom gets that same way when I remember to buy shit I was supposed to. So it's like, it's like it's very realistic, very realistic.
I love that scene. So much.
Mm-hmm.
But to continue on with like Peter's characterization, like him doing the right thing doesn't always like reward him either, and I find that really fascinating because like with Harry, like he saw like I love how they build off like the stuff with the lizard in the first movie because it's like he knows what happened last time. Like he helped Kurt Connors, like thinking that would like bring him closer to his dad, and like
Did he actually?
it made well like
Did you
in like
watch the
you know like a emotional way, like he gave Connors that equation and was like kind of like continuing his dad.
I thought you were talking
Right.
about Harry. I thought you were talking about Harry.
no,
That's
no,
what I
no,
did Harry.
no,
I did
Peter,
Harry's. Yeah.
And then in this movie, he's like, no. And like it's very pointed where like Aunt May tells Peter, like, yeah, your dad like sold out for the money and all that. And that kind of like breaks Peter. But then in the very next scene, you see him like turning Harry down, even though like obviously Harry's offering money. And like obviously like this version of Peter was never going to take the money anyway, but like it still shows that like Peter kind of went there in that moment to Harry as just a way of like proving of like going against his dad.
Rectifying his dad's mistakes. Yeah.
Yes. He's like, no, like I won't be my dad. Like I don't want to be like my dad. Like I already wasn't wanting to do this, but like this just affirms to me like I don't want to be anything like him, and like I'm doing this as a fuck you almost. And it ends up biting him in the ass later when Harry is like, oh, so like when Spider-Man said no, you were saying no. Like you didn't have the balls to actually like.
I think it's not. I think it's
yourself,
actually because it's like it factors back into like that whole thing with like his like dad and like that spider blood stuff, right? Because it's like that spider blood gives him like the power, and then it also bites him in the fucking ass when it turns Harry into the goblin.
Yeah.
It's such a really kind of wonderful way to like highlight that like Peter's dad's like effects on him still has ripples in like Spider-Man and Peter Parker like together. Yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe the best like to me like this is like a good like balance of having like his parents have like a mysterious backstory or like kind of like a more like exciting quote unquote backstory and like actually having it tie in with Peter's life because like obviously in the comics they did whatever. I don't know. I've never read them, but like I know that like they were like Shield agents supposedly.
Wolverine
whatever
was there.
else. Yeah, Wolverine was there. They also had like a secret daughter. Like a bunch of like fuck shit happens.
Yeah.
But like I think this is like the best attempt to like characterize Peter's parents and like make them like an integral part of his life. Like I think the parent, like as much as people like rag on the parent stuff, I think it is absolutely essential to this characterization of Peter. And if you took the parents out, it is not as strong. It is not as strong of a characterization for
Bar
me.
none.
If
Bar
you
none,
take
yeah.
out Richard and Mary.
Mm-hmm.
So are we done? Or...
I think.
Do you want it to be done?
Yeah, man, it's like 11 p.m., bro.
Yeah. We covered a lot.
Yeah,
Mr.
we covered a
Krabs,
lot.
I want to go to bed.
Mr. Krabs! I gotta go home! It's 2 hours long. Okay. Bryce, since you
I'm
started
excited to watch this trailer for the new Sinister Six movie, dude.
Sinister 6, 2016. That and
Dude.
Suicide Squad. It's the year of the villain. It's the year of the villain with Suicide Squad and Sinister 6. Which SS movie you seeing? Marvel or DC, son?
All right, Bryce, since you began with it, you end it. Give some shout outs.
All right, follow Teriyaki Asian on Instagram. Follow is it Geek for Hire? Or is it the Geek guy? I can't remember what your name is.
Geek guy? Geek guy?
I said Geek for Hire. I said Geek for Hire.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's Ty. Follow their Substack. They write good stuff.
Yep.
Follow Seth Glinsky. I don't know what else you have.
Sunset Productions. Sunset Productions. Everybody Sunset
Skyline Productions. My
I
God.
know. Okay. Well.
Unprofessional. Unprofessional.
But
Yeah.
yep, that's everybody.
Hold on, I have one last thing to say.
Okay.
And everybody know the story today. This is for the booyah. This is for you and I. This is for you to give you peace of mind.
You know how fucking pissed off you have to be to watch that movie and then hear that song like spread through your eardrums and not immediately go 5 stars. 5 stars. Like 5 stars.
5 stars.
Like,
5 stars.
I told you, I was like, man, I'm not turning this thing off until I finish the song.
Literally, it's such a good fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish more because I think that like soft ass stomp clap song comes up right after it.
No, it's like at the end credits. It's like the end credits.
Yeah,
the end
it is. It
Oh,
is
right,
the
you're
end
right.
credits.
You're right.
Yeah, they don't use the whole song. They use like half of it, and then it's that sad ass stomp clap song.
Yeah, and then they play a sneak peek of Days of Future Past.
Are you serious?
No, you guys not? Did you guys see this movie in theaters?
No,
I did.
Yes. Yes, I did, but I don't think I stayed like very.
Like I stayed
remember
after the credits, like thinking there would be
Future
something.
Past.
And in theaters, it was just a sneak peek of Days of Future Past.
What?
And then when they did the re-release of it, and like, you know, a couple years ago, they kept the scene from Days of Future. They kept that like end credit scene from Days of Future Past. It was so fucking funny. I was like, dude, there's no.
Was it the same one that was the post credit of the Wolverine, or was it a different one?
No, it was a different one. It was literally just a clip from the movie. It was just the scene where Mystique takes out those army guys to like free Havoc and Toad, and yeah, it was literally just a scene from Days of Future Past.
This might sound familiar to me, actually.
Sounds a little familiar.
And it's like edited. It's like edited just differently enough too. It's like weirdly sped up and like cut to shit. Like it's not just the scene. Like it's bizarre. It is absolutely bizarre, but very funny that like when they did the re-release, like it was the genuine original cut.
No one double checked it. Like no one actually watched the full thing through.
I didn't even know one
file from like 10 years ago.
I didn't even know one.
It was the file with the. It was the file with the Venom symbiote still there.
Yeah. I remember one had a post-credit scene, and so I was talking with Ty about it, and Ty was like, "Did you watch the post-credit scene?" And I was like, "No, dude, it's 10 o'clock, dude." As soon as I saw directed by Mark Webb, I shut off my fucking computer. Yeah, most nothing burger post-credit scene ever. I won't lie to you. Like genuinely, I looked it up on YouTube, and I still want my fucking time back, man.
I remember seeing that in theaters, and like, and obviously like I did not know any better, but like Avengers had already come out at this point, and like I thought I thought that like it was gonna be Nick Fury for a second.
Oh my god!
And like I was like, yo,
Holy
what the fuck?
shit,
I mean, dude, like when I saw the
Nick
Avengers
Fury versus Black Nick Fury.
Mr. Fears versus Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury. But I remember when I saw the fucking post-credit scene for Avengers, dude, I thought that was a Skrull. I was like, yo, they're doing the Skrull shit. Like, I didn't know. I had no fucking clue who Thanos was. It was the chin. It was literally just the chin. I was like, yo.
Secret invasion.
It did not help that like Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes like
Had
did a
just
Skrull. Yeah, like they did a Skrull storyline like not far long after, like right during that time. So I was like, yo, dude, they're gonna do it. They're doing Skrulls.
Did Thanos not show up in
No,
EMH?
he never showed up. He never showed up in EMH.
Never.
I don't think so. No, he did. No, he didn't. They wanted. He was going. He was going to eventually, but I don't think he ever did.
Tragic.
I think the only time I had gotten exposed to Thanos was maybe Superhero
Squad.
Yes.
Thanos will rule the universe. I remember the intro so fucking distinctly.
Who's gonna hear up?
Okay, first of all, that was not the intro. That was Doctor Doom. So like, don't come on here like, oh, okay, let's just end it.
Wait, no,
who's LARPing Super in the big place?
Like, don't give me tight, bro. Like, don't give me tight.
Well, they both did in the beginning.
Wasn't Thanos?
It was not in the beginning. It was not in the beginning.
When they went into space, Thanos was in the beginning.
No, he wasn't.
Am I skitzing out?
Yes.
I could have sworn there was a fucking version where like Thanos was like in the intro instead of Doom.
That's what I'm saying.
But that was like season 4 or 5. What are you talking about?
That's all I mean. That's all.
Yeah,
I mean.
They're not saying at the beginning. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ty?
Superhero Squad LARP.
We didn't get the fucking aggression talking about
We're actually not about to do this, dude. We're actually not.
We didn't get the fucking like wrestling match with like fucking TASM like we thought it would. So all the anger's just coming out just like right now.
We're actually just not, bro. Yeah, like we're actually just not, bro. Like we're about, like I'm literally about, like we're about to watch this right now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
I will not accept superhero Squad.
like this is how I draw the line.
Like, Ty, say your stuff. Say your stuff, and then we'll move on. To
there we go.
Fucking see. This is supposed to be the finale. This is supposed to be the finale. Yeah, this is supposed to be the end, dude.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ.
Who's fucking LARPing now, man?
Oh, okay, all right.
I was about to say, it was like, I'm watching this right now, and I see Thanos on my screen, bro.
You're a LARPer, Ty. You're a LARPer now.
No Superhero Squad LARPs in this house.
Yeah, right, bro.
Homeless guy calls another homeless guy a broke ass motherfucker. Like, what are we doing?
The most useless nothing argument in the history of ever.
Bro, I said I was tired like 13 minutes ago.
Be kidding me, bro.
No, valid. We've been yapping for almost as long as the runtime of the first movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, Ty. Say your little spiel.
Oh yeah. Follow Geek for Hire on Instagram. Follow Ty Reads Nothing on Substack. Hopefully by the time June posts this in like 4 weeks, the next one will be out. So we're doing the home trilogy next. That'll be fine.
Home trilogy next. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Marcus will be back on.
And afterwards, we're doing the Spider-Verse and Lotus.
Lotus. Oh boy.
If we have time. No. I don't believe in surprises.
if we're not watching Lotus
No
on call
no
with
jiggling over here.
together, bro. If we're not watching Lotus on call with each other, bro, I'm not watching it. I'm just not watching it on my fucking own. I'm not entertaining the idea.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
I'll watch it at like 5 times speed.
No.
Then maybe it'll be a normally paced movie.
Final thing, I want to touch on TASM 2 because it's like this is on topic for Lotus. Get for rip that computer scene 1-to-1 from TASM 2, bro. Like it was genuinely not funny. Yeah, dude, the fucking computer scene in Lotus when Peter looks at like. I think Gwen's like fucking like speech or something before her death or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, dude, I was calling it out. I was like, bro, this is TASM. That fucking bum. That fucking bum.
Yeah, you'll see when we if we rewatch it, but like 1-to-1, completely just like
I'm not rewatching.
Unabashedly.
I do not need to see that ever again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I've been Teriyaki Asian. Yeah, Raimi retrospective soon, and then TASM retrospective soon. Oh, Bosnia World Cup. They fight the U.S. Wednesday. Yeah.
I've been sad. Go watch my films. Send to Skyline Productions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you later. Bye.
Goodbye.